So hi everybody, welcome to the another session of Montessori learning. So today I'm going to talk to you about the absorption, how a child is like a sponge. So we all know this, right? We all use it in our kitchen. So even Maria Montessori says that a child is like a sponge. So why I will take you through the first period of a child development, because generally that is the most neglected period. The first period, what I meant, is the postnatal and the prenatal. The prenatal I have already discussed in my past videos that about the sanskars, about the garbha sanskar and the lullabies I gave to my child at the time of conception. The postnatal period is from the time the child is 0, the first day, till currently she is going to be a year. So I am completely into Montessori at home, training her to be a Montessori child. So Maria Montessori says that a child is like a sponge. So what does a sponge do? It absorbs, right? It absorbs. The same thing Maria Montessori says, that whatever you are doing, whatever as a family, not only the mother, not only the father, whatever, even a maid, even a gardener, even a carpenter, whoever comes, the child is absorbing them. So the way you keep the house, the way you are nurturing a plant, an animal in the house, the child is absorbing them. So you all have gone through the book of Rich Dad and Poor Dad, right? So why the richer is always richer and poorer is always poorer? It's just because of the habits. So we have to make sure that we are feeding the right intellectual habit to the child. And what is the age of feeding the right intellectual habit is from the birth. The moment the child is born, so I would say it's like a 0. So the moment the child is the moment you have conceived, I would say the prenatal, till the time the child is born and going forward every step in life. So that's the time of feeding the child. So feeding doesn't mean that you are just feeding the child with the food or with the mother's milk and all that. Feeding also means the way appropriately the decorum you follow in the house, your family follows. The way you talk to a help, the way you talk to the person who makes you coffee, the way you talk to a gardener. So everything the child adapts. So the only trick why the richer is getting richer is because of their good habits and good practice that they are getting from their family. So for example, a middle class family like us. So how we can develop a child to be a next Ambani. The moment we think that we take the best practices of the lifestyle that is followed by an Ambani or followed by Bill Gates' house, and now it is very open culture, web is everywhere. You can just scroll through the best practices, what is happening in Kareena Kapoor's life and what is happening in Ambani's life, what is happening in Bill Gates' life, how Mark Zuckerberg treats his pup. So it is all open. So what Maria Montessori says is, child is like a sponge. So whatever you feed the child, you are making the child aware of the next step the child is going to take. So it is like a marvel of nature. A child is like a marvel of nature. And how you plant a tree, how you plant a seed and then it becomes a tree is a similar way. You have to make sure that you take care of the child the moment you have conceived. That is called the first period of the child. And you start watering the child with all the kind of sanskars that you want to give to the child, and you maintain that even after a child is born. Don't wait for the preschool. So this has become a fashion that your child is going to a Montessori school, your child is going to a play school. This has become like a fashion. do some homework. So we all say that our child needs to do our homework, but whether we have done our homework, so that is where, you know, the crux of it, that the gap, what I would say, that is missing from the prenatal and the postnatal. And why I have started this journey is because, first of all, I'm a psychology student, and secondly, I know the importance of care, that, you know, my mother was a homemaker, so I know the importance of the care that is required for a nuclear setup. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you like this video. Thank you so much. Subscribe and share.